Okay, and we're back with some more Honkai Star Rail 3.1 main quest in the last stream. Yesterday we left off at, well, we entered the Grove of Epiphany and found out that Calypso is actually Circe's or something. I already kind of forgot, unfortunately, but we're just continuing on with that. And yeah, let's go. I guess. I have been cutting up and editing that video of the Memory of Chaos 3.0, so hopefully that will be out by, hopefully I'll have that done tonight, so that it'll be out tomorrow morning. I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune. It seems like a fierce battle will be inevitable. Don't worry, Tran will protect everyone. Any box? No box? Any bug? No bug? Okay. Ahead lies the Luminary Throne, and also the battlefield that we're about to step onto. Ah, this... Friends, can you feel it? Mammy, what's wrong? The memories here have a very intense smell. It's the scent of bulrush, sand, and the blazing sun. Is this... Anaxa, you doing something? Oh, incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just started continuing on with Amphorius. As main quest in Honkai Impact 3.1. Professor Anaxa. My eyes can no longer see. Jiao? Become blind like Jiao? No matter, all I have to do is place this body at the core of the array. For the sake of Amphorius, die with me, Titan. Hey. Hey, who dat? Who dat? Ah. Circe was right, he's indeed here. Oh, I didn't even notice him there. But who's this other? Who's this black-robed guy? It's a Fatui agent! The person is the source of the smell and the memory. No, he's basically the memory itself. The burning paradise, the shattered sun, and... Carnage, death and destruction. Everyone brace yourself, this must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Circe was talking about. The black sword and cloak. The owner of the piece of cloth the north wind has sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos. You're not demigods. Stand down or die. I've got a Stellaron in me. What are you gonna do about it? Quick, run, it's just us. We won't be able to defeat them. You wanna kill me, I'll just blow everything up while I'm at it. Cause Stellaron or something. Things get better when the Titan attacks. Wait, what? Don't worry, I'll protect everyone. I'm the galactic baseballer. Trion will also protect everyone. Trion is brave. I gotta move my jacket. Oh, it's warm. It is warm. I'm gonna disappear for a moment. One moment. There we go. Should hopefully be a little bit better, but I don't know. I reappear. Why are we just looking at her like that, Maseko? Only this time may death protect us. Whoa. Nah, she's fine, right? Who exactly are you? Defeat long-shattered vessel to prevent what? Right. Somehow I don't think Fushuan is really ideal here. I don't know. That's a lot of stuff. I ain't reading that. So powerful, Cersei is right. Where is she? Is the core flame still not pieced together yet? Nah, we got one piece in an Axa and then the other two pieces I don't remember. Why am I so weak? I feel so weak. Is it just because the boss is fat defenses? I'm overcapping on crit rate. Whatever. Offer your souls to the fire. This isn't Arknights, no thank you. To the Soul Furnace, no thank you. Oh, okay. Hello, Fushan Olmsted. Hey, she finally brought her side out. That looks like a wimpy side thing. Anaxa? I knew it! Anaxa's not actually dead, let's go! They putting an angle like that? Anaxa plus Cersei's. Oh, annoying. Children of humanity. Don't waver. Since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. What a pity. Perfects our Anaxa? No. It's Cersei's? You're finally here. I missed you so much. We're gonna do summons. Imagine if that light cone, that 4-star light cone for Acheron, where you do like more damage per debuff up to 3 debuffs. Imagine if it went up higher than 3. Be pretty crazy. I'm about to be over. Oh my goodness, I can't read it fast enough. Wait, no, look at everyone. Another one? Another cutscene? Yep. Sentry gate to where? To where? Good night, Trianne. Shortly after, in Okama. They're back! That was a close call. Thank goodness that we returned to Okama unharmed. What do you mean? You literally got slashed? You got slashed. I don't know, maybe you got stabbed, I don't know. Okama, your baseballer is back! Little Cass, my head, it still hurts. Sorry, I know you told me not to open the gate. Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trianne. If it weren't for you, we would already met or end at the Grove. I feel awful. I need to go back to get some rest. Lady Trianne, you haven't been well since you woke up. Are you sure you can make it back on your own? Where'd you even go? All this noise and commotion. Okama hasn't changed a bit, has it? Are you Professor Anaxa? There's no need for doubt. The Tide no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of no spirits. Indeed, you're the only one who would refer to yourself like that. He doesn't like it. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaia entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth about the disaster at the Grove, and retrieve the core flame of Circes. Does not surprise me. And now I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a core flame. Are you going to bring me to Aglaia to fulfill your duty? That is indeed my duty, but I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle. Fine. There is no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove scholars live in the Holy City. Before we meet Aglaia, I want to visit them. Why do you have to do it before meeting Aglaia? Because Lady Aglaia will probably be against it. Let me guess, that woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. She's always been that cold-hearted. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the core flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth. You intend to do it without her knowledge? Is that possible? Do you really think that woman would treat me well even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, castorice? I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaia has her own considerations. You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard. So after all these years, you and Lady Aglaia are still... Either of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict. Box? Sudden condolences to the victims' families. My condolences. Hello, and you are? Hello, if I'm not mistaken, you are Kalnicus's wife, right? Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there? Ma'am, Kalnicus passed away a few days ago defending the Grove against the Black Tide. So, did he manage to defend the Grove? This is the first thing you ask after hearing of his passing? Yes, he managed to protect Circe's core flame at the cost of his life. I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him. Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am. I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face with composure. You know, Kalnicus, even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight. Whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a crisis heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me? What? That person's a crisis heir? What? Have you been told, like, what determines or something who is a crisis heir? Boy. I prepared for this for a long time. In times like these, any ordinary goodbye might just turn out to be a final farewell. I'm really sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new King of Kremnos, I'll take on my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband. Why do I get stuck on that? Pop! I'm gonna leave you alone. Hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help with? Are you the father of Seinen and Artakama? Ah, yes. Did my daughters cause trouble at school again? Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both my daughters graduated long ago, and they're now scholars at the Grove. As I get older, memories from years past tend to blend together. What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk some sense into them. What should we do? I really can't tell them. Don't ask me, I'm getting all teary-eyed as well. Mr. Fabio, the Black Tide took Seinen and Artakama. What? They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the crisis air stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them, Mr. Fabio, if you're upset. Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the crisis airs mentioned in the prophecy, she was still a heroine, wasn't she? Box! Box! Hey! 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 No one likes you! Hey! Give it back! No one likes you! You're so lame! Give it back! Well, I feel like the ground is spinning. I feel so sick. So stop doing that! Council of Elders hiring elderly workers. Meh. Bartholus, you're lying again. Give me my box! Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. What's wrong? I'm busy. There's not a lot going in the city and I've got my hands full. Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but... Wait, Lady Castorice? Did Lady Aglaia send you because of some mistake I made at work? Keep her cool, Titus. I'm an Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany and a colleague of your father, old Titus. A few days ago, your father passed away. Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time. How can you say that? He's your... just up and left me behind, that old man. Ah. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement, but no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those scholars. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments, that stubborn old thing. I already got him at a retirement home and is waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now. He didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule. That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I can remember. Those who sacrificed their lives and their families are truly admirable. Good work, Miss Echo and Professor Anaxa. Let's go. Take me to see Aglaia. Alright, I'll lead the way. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The giant wooden prop before you is one you recognize from an old story. Its head raised high in the sky and room in its stomach for several people. It is all the familiar characters you expect. I was about to say, before I read that, it's a Trojan horse! There are soldiers inside. I'm so tired. Who on earth is making all that ruckus outside? Let me see where this has gone out to. Who are you, and what do you want from me? Or is this Diogenes' proverbial pot? How are you riding inside a wooden horse? Yeah, are the citizens of Akema so foolish that they've never heard of Janus' steed? Huh. Kefali claims to be all-knowing and all-powerful, yet their followers sure don't know a thing. Incompetence. Ever since Janus carved the boundary between heaven and earth, we have been there serving, opening passages, and delivering prophecies. Have you never seen a divine foal cantering about Amphorius on their missions? I've met your companions already. The keyhole is rusted over and it can no longer be unlocked. Oh, divine foals, am I really the only one left? Forget it. I don't say anything unnecessary for now. Seeing as we've now met, let's just follow due process. Keys and gates are paired up, and if you want what's behind the gate, you'll have to match with the corresponding object. It's the memory plucked out of a stream of time. Do you have it? Oh. Great, that's what I needed. Vinefall has been satisfied and will open up the gate of Janus for you. Ah. Okay, I guess I'm... okay. Whatever. It lit up! What was that, test bath? Test bath? Huh. It's nice how they made the water at least have some physics. Ugh, I have to wait for it to come down. Aha! Bonk. Guard? Where is Aglaia? Miss Castorice, Lady Echo, you're back. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaia. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence? My apologies, Miss Castorice. Lady Aglaia has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment. That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaia order you to take me directly to prison? Who are you? Please don't jest. It's impossible that she really is. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment and I'll try to contact her using the slate. To Echo and Company, of the Grove's circumstances we are now fully cognizant, and for thy most diligent efforts we harbor the deepest gratitude. Indeed, no words could adequately convey the depth of our appreciation. Alas, the Holy City presently faces sundry complications and manifold duties command our attention, precluding us from extending proper welcome. For this oversight we express sincere regret. Furthermore, following thy arduous voyage, rest must be prioritized. The particulars of recent events shall be deliberated upon the morrow, so it is written. You're writing literature? Why are you waxing poetic? That elegant style must be the garment maker's. Dear garment maker, please inform Lady Aglaia message received. We'll take our rest today. We send her our regards. Very well. Okay. It's fortunately we don't have to confront that woman while I'm haunting around the sick body, Castorice, and this friend I haven't gotten the chance to know. I'll take my leave for today. That time made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can. Please be careful. Okema isn't the Grove. This place is covered by her golden threads, I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Alright, as I said before, I'll mind my behavior. Miss Echo, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. We truly had no intention of putting you in danger, let alone face the Black Tide head-on. Joel is my old friend by now. The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Okema, but all of Amphorius. Even back when the forces of strife coveted the Holy City, their warriors still undeniably halted the Black Tide outside Castrum Kremnos. Nikodo's core flame now sits vacant and the Black Tide is returned. The Grove is... Excuse me. As an academic city with the best understanding of the Black Tide, it shouldn't have fallen so easily, and yet it was taken overnight, leaving the city in blood and tears, haunted by the spirits of departed heroes. The trial of strife is imminent. I pray Made will be able to steal its resolve soon. And that black-robed swordmaster. Lady Tribbie once traveled across thousands of cities and enforced to repel the Black Tide, but even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. Perhaps the fall of strife has triggered even more terrifying events in unseen places. As for me, I detect a strong stench of death from that entity, but it wasn't because he had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because he had sent countless others to their deaths. Speaking of Thanatos, Miss Echo, there is something else I wish to verify with you. You must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death, the poison shunned by all living beings. Yet when you caught me in the Grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power, Miss Echo. I don't remember this thing. I totally forgot about this until you brought it up. My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered what is my connection to death and why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos. Miss Echo, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now and rest for the day. Castorice is right. I should get some rest. Mem is probably exhausted too. She hasn't made a peep. Meh. Meh. I totally forgot about the space singer. I wonder how Dan Heng has been holding up these past few days. Meh. Meh. I'll do that one later. I'll do most of these puzzles later. Meh. Meh. Oh, he looks like he's been well. You know what? Whatever. Crystal floats by sullenly in midair. Goodness knows when it first appeared. Give it a tap with your bat. The next second, a strange feeling spreads across your chest like a rising tide smacking you in the face. You remember everything you experienced in Amphoreus and those non-existent memories that you witnessed there. When the tide of memories subside, you discovered a few shattered crystal shards lying motionlessly in your hand, clear as bright. Is this a gift of destiny? These are memories from when I lived with Dan Heng in the bath chamber. I never thought I'd see them again. These memories here are incredibly vivid. Okay. What? Refreshes at the beginning of each. Okay. So do the other ones also have the shared limit or what? Long time no see. I heard about what happened from Finon. You've been through a lot. I missed you so much, my dearest friend. Seems you took things pretty hard. What were you doing while I was gone? I was organizing logs. I also asked for Hyacine for some research material from the Grove. I discovered something interesting. Do you remember that Amphoreus sky was sealed away by Titan? Aquila's presence keeps this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seems Hyacine's ancestors were the sky priests who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues to find a way back to the Astral Express. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in the Holy City in the past few days. I didn't have to talk to anyone either. It was kind of nice spending time alone. Just you wait, your good times are coming to an end. After what happened at the Grove, there's sure to be unrest in the coming days. We should rest for now. You look tired. You should get some sleep before we set off tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If you're going to wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot bath. Heh. Heh. Tribbie. Tribbie's point of view. Some time before in the Marmoreal Palace. Trian. What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove? Yes, I sense something. It is fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble. Trian used the sentry gate again. Can you see what's actually happening? No, it's fuzzy like always, but the enemy Zara has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place? Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in Echo and castorice, teacher. I'll keep Trian safe. Aggie, you're talking like we are little kids. One day Trian will reach her limit and Tribbie will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that. I'm just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak even in short sentences when they left. So how do they, like, get their power back? They're expending power. How do they get it back? Or does it not? Is it just, you have Tribios just split into a bunch of these, and then they slowly get expended? I don't know. I still haven't watched the that promotional material. You want to say a proper goodbye at the very least. I will pray with you. Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we'll need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. Feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind. Alright. Oi! Back here! Who's breaking this pillar again? Seems like something is destined to be... okay. Avoid the baths because Aglaya and Tribbie are there. It's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like that? Oh. What's going on? Oh. What, Finon or Maide or something had memories veiled in blazing mist? Uh-oh. Oh, I heard it's the Kremnoan. Maide? What you doing? Is someone injured over there? Heat exhaustion? What happened here? Watch out for the Kremnoan. Kremnoan? This is their doing? Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, you two are here as well, that's a relief. Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved. What in the world happened here? I actually just came to relax, but as soon as I got here I saw all these people lying on the ground. I examined them and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they just spent too much in the hot water. Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where's the manager of the baths? He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this? Well, these people are asked the two of you, please come with me. Have you thought of something, Aggie? Yes, while their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close. Catch! I am a leopard too. I am Miss Daisy's divine beast. Don't I look like a leopard? I just put on a golden outfit. I got this from a award raffle. I'm not showboating. What? Hubba hubba? Very steamy. Oh, crap. Okay, so is my day trolling Finon or something? Snowy, even Snowy. The culprit is Midamos. What did you do to everybody? It's just another duel where I claimed victory. See who could last longer in hot steam or something? Duel, as I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the holy city, but they're still impulsive youths at heart. Speak up, Maide. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finon indulged in this time. Some time ago. None of these things sound like something Maide would say. No, none of those. Yeah. It's still no. Forget it. I see you still alive and kicking, Deliverer. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent Deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that? Brother Hanu. Nothing, I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial? The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial. I didn't forget. Then you're welcome. Twilight's last gleam, Okema stands bold, her wall sturdy tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands, figs and olives oh so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand. What are you saying this time? I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the crown prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right? Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature, but my library doesn't lack collections of this kind. These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Okema is distant from many people's homes. I know how to interpret poetry, HKS. What? What's that? What does that mean? There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you weren't prepared for the trial either. Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues. So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Midamos and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy the tradition that has endured among your people for millennia? I'm still thinking about what I should do. Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though. Go ahead, let's see what terrible ideas you'd come up with this time. Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Midamos, let's recommence our previous competition. This time we'll see who can stay in this super hot bath for longer. Aha! What? Are you chickening out? The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find the situation absurd, that's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Heh. Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today. And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences. How's the bug okay? With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze upon it directly. Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgoline mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character, was not the sole sovereign of that land, and Oryx stood as its formidable rival. Long before the dawn of the era Chryseid, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Trados. The lion regarded the Oryx as its food, while the Oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging bear that it swore to topple with its antlers. For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry. Inhales, or exhales. It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. They're both suffering, it seems. It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Emphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish upon the blistering sun at noon, under the blistering sun at noon. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived. My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little? Oh, what? You're chickening out already? Get lost. Are you asking me to get lost, or do whatever you want? Suffer! Suffer! Please forgive my presumptuousness, my lords. What a spectacle of folly. This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place. What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you. We will personally scout back home to customers left awestruck by our formidable presence. I'm not so sure as awestruck is the right word here. This isn't fair. Point! You're wearing way less than I am. Why are you wearing full armor and clothes in a bath? Is this the latest trend now, getting in baths all dressed in full armor? Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language. Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it is time to get moving. After our recovery, Fawn and Maide escorted the fainted bathers away from the scene. Bathers from the scene, whatever. This time, Fanon narrowly triumphed with a stunning 25-25 victory in terms of the number of trips safely escorted. Heh. Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles. But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. We just had quite the commotion. It's not every day that we find the Marmoreal Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plan? Hyacinth, would you care to join us? Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Tribbie. How about we go to the biggest bath? Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect. So, how's the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves? It's so good. But, Lady Tribbie, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us? We will have to pass after we've become children. After all, we've become children. Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of the pool due to the blessings of Janus. Oh. Are you curious about us, Hyacinth? I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic. Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Janus's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul. Each opening of the Sentry Gate intensifies the strain on Tribbie and the others. They're gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind. We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we have turned into children. So, I guess that answers a few things, but still, is there a way to get, I guess, like, that back? Whatever was lost back? It seems that apparently not, though. Otherwise, they probably would have already done it. At least a few times. I don't know. In that case, then, when you open that giant sentry gate above Okema during the battle against Nikador, there's no way around it. We all know that the Flame Chase journey won't be a smooth ride. Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Nosferos is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. Oh? Is Tribbie just gonna outright deny it? Also, like, are these, like, the first, Crisis heirs, demigods? If they die, what happens to the core flame then, I guess? We'll do everything we can. So your first reaction is, in fact, denial? You're indeed an Axis student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth. No, there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow. Lady Tribbie, what's wrong? Something's off. It's that strong feeling again. Is it Trian? Wait, no, it's not Trian this time. It's Trinon. Trinon is in danger. Where did Trinon even go? In the meantime... I win this round of escorting the bathers home. How does one contender alone make a valid competition? Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know. Whatever that means, HKS. Hi. What is that word? Is it your native tongue? It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasized the completely wrong syllable. Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos. It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing... You can write? I mean, he's bad at math, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's bad at writing. What about history? I don't know. You speak as if you don't have a brain. What's a brain? That was a jest. I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home. Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown apart from when you need to introduce yourself. Kevin! Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ares Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in that trial, and the trial from the Lance of Fury, yep. I knew it. Yes, I saw it all. Ares Elysiae ablaze with everyone, my family, friends, and my kin lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, and just like on that day before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. Wasn't Cyrene expected to be playable? In like, I don't know, 3.6, 3.7? I don't know. That pink-haired girl? But I saw its form this time, a black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura. Isn't that literally what we fought on the throne of whatever, the Luminary Throne? Or something? I fought it in the trial, but even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it. You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial. That's right, and that's why I'm truly thankful to you, Mighty Mouse. Oh, so you finally picked up some manners. Better late than never. Then what about you, Mighty? What do you see in the trial? What do you fear? Is he gonna tell? There's no word for fear in the Kremnoan language. I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all. But to answer your question, I saw Okema in the trial, as well as... my old comrades. Hephaestion, Perdiccas, Leonius, Ptolemy, and Fucasta, whatever. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and sing our hearts out. In the winds, the winds in the wilds of Emphoria smells like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all these strange folk remedies. Leonius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Told me he was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a... He made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, since my family owns the library, and then there's... Kesta. He was a silent type, but truly masterful musician. This is the first time I've heard you mention these five in their names. They died on the battlefield before the Kremnon detachment managed to join Okema. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself. Mighty Mouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy. Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault. Idonia, is that the city Castorice used to live in? Yes, those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death, but they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat and they cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered. This is perfect, Mighty Mouse. I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the nether realm. Are all of his friends just gonna have deaths that, like... Is irony even the right word? Deaths that sort of, in a way, symbolize or the opposite, the symbolize of what they're good at. Like, 20 dusks later, we finally reached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurpers' plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish their triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place. Mighty Mouse, please tell my family, it was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Emphorius' entire history. Then it is Fucasta, who lured the enemies into the city of Aeneas with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded in a black clay tablet fractured by the flames. Mighty Mouse, don the crown. And last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion, he was supposed to stand by my side through it all, but a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me, and by the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him. A Cremnon dying on a sickbed, I would be a laughingstock to everyone. Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength, I'll go get a physician. No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away. No, none can take you away. Mightimos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home. What a grave trial indeed. I don't understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse. My father threw me into the Sea of Souls to break the wheel of karma, but little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland, but Kremnos had already turned into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Kratoros included, I made the Kremnon detachment stay in Okema, but I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive. If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think you're leaving your people. You hesitate because you think leaving your people in the holy city is a better choice? I don't know. But I have never been crowned, and those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory. Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Shortness people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Kratoros. Dave, got a big problem. Big problem. Trinon, something happened. Lady Tribbie, what's making you so flustered? Hurry up and go save Trinon. She got abducted by Kratoros. Hey! Hey! A demigod being abducted? Being kidnapped? Hey! Kratoros, what's going on? Ah, Mightimos. Seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first. Huh. Aglaia, I demand an explanation. This man abducted Trinon by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. Is Kratoros gonna try and go into the trial? Like, don't we need some sort of ritual or something to start it? I don't know. I already forgot. Oh, he did. Then he brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury and naturally failed. Is she telling the truth? Why'd you do that? Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home. Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood? Kratoros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial to blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we crisis heirs bear seem like child's play to you? Do you know how the Kremnon see you, Aglaia? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame-chased journey are just excuses for you to seize power. Silence, Kratoros. Do you even know what you're saying? Are you defending this woman, Mightimos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? There were people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnons in that new world? Are you done talking? By agreement between the Crisis Heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Kratoros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you. Aggie, wait. We have a proposal. Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Kratoros did not use violence to harm us. We sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaia, hear us out first. I'm listening. I'm sorry, Lord Kratos. We are so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations are harsh but justified. We wish to earn your trust and those of the Kremlons. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself. How are you going to show me something that has me no form? You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Ornyx and completely replicate scenes from the past. We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Janisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Kratos. A fair proposal, I accept. Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument. It's not like the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod. Teacher, why do you do this? Forgive me, young master, but I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all our hopes in you, but never received an answer. This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth. You have a clear head, which is why you're so incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mightimos, just as you did back then. Okay. A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Okaman. Ah, he doesn't know that it's Mightimos. Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you. As if you have any honor. Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnon detachment, Mightimos. I'm here to finish you, father. It is you, the beast burned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnon dynasty. Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You're the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls, the one who tried in vain to enslave a titan, and the one who desecrated the body of a god. HKS, you're a weak king, so weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. And now fate's reckoning is upon you. Then swing your blade, take my crown, coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos. No, I don't want the crown. Listen, if there's only one end for kings of Kremnos, then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life, to avenge Mother and my comrades. But the walls of Kremnos do not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me. The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood. Kratos. He said the Grand Craftsman Chartinus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, have you been? King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew. You knew I was coming? Your matters I've heard, the path forward you seek, many questions you have. But before that, take this. What's this? A signet ring, for the King of Kremnos belonged to your mother. Recast it and restore it I did. What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls. A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were. I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one. Gratitude there's no need for. Repayment for saving me this is. Questions you bring with you. Ask now. The fate I've always denied has finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysosayers, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans, even the bards will write it all into song. Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate. Why do you, young king? Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly, or children, the hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day, for the day their king returns. The children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle. This is not a good thing, you believe. The Kremnons have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, then decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Soul in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? If I accept that fate and become the totem of strife, then lead my people into repeating the same mistakes, then of course I'd be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king. A different kind of Kremnon you truly are. Tribbie, hi. Imaginary tree. Dang, I didn't see. Moments later, in Tribbie's room. Mama, I had a dream last night. It's Tribbios! Oh, now what did you dream about, my darling Tribbios? Okay, it's Tribbios and Tribbios' mom. Tribbios, when she was a kid, I guess. Way back then. She's a kid now. She is kids now, or something, I don't know. I had a dream that I turned into many me's, then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted. Well, that sounds like a lovely dream. Yeah, the ocean and the sky were really, really dark, but there was so many me I wasn't scared at all, because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind last tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There are so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought. Janus' holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Emphorius. You think so? What's wrong, Tribbios? You look unhappy. Because on that same island I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean, and it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the land. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. Those aren't mountains. They're waves. Tars, something, back to the ship, now! When the waves smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang, and I woke up. A dark wave. Mama, does something that scary exist in real life? Yes, unfortunately it does exist in Emphorius, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, that has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters. Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away? Of course, my dear, you only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Janus will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people. Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide didn't swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Janus is eaten? If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah? Yeah. But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make lots of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also your duty as priests. Friends? And they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair? They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you. I'm gonna disappear, I need water. Ah, nice water. Am I dreaming? Not anymore. No, wait. Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side. What? Now be a good girl and call your friends over, too. Hey. Hey. Let's play hide and seek just like we used to, okay? My Tribbios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone's hiding. The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for? Your friends will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course. Is this from my childhood? I don't remember. Still, why is... use the spindle to connect everyone. Why is Tribbios, Tribbie, like, rocket-themed-ish? It'll be an amazing captain on that big ship, and she's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together. Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. Just continuing on with Emphorius's main quest. Wow, that's amazing. Can I be the captain? Of course you can, but you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart but also very delicate. Just like Mama? Perhaps, but before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be? Let me think. I know, she's Tribbie! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember at all. Is this a dream or something that happened in the past? I sit here and listen to Mama tell stories. Oh, how I wish to see you again. Am I dreaming? Pinch. It's packed full. Mama must have left all these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading? Bad chest, you can't lock me away. Just blow it up! Or something. Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword? Why? Many years later, many brave warriors will board the ship. They are skilled combatants who fear no danger. Oh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody. Silly girl, you're Janice holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you. Alright, then where will they come from? I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage. In that case, let Trian fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known that? How could I have known the name Trian back then? Was it just coincidence, or? Learning can change your destiny. When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography. Isn't Janice's knowledge enough? Oh, sweetie, the ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila. Alright, even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best. Circe also favors children who try their best. They'll send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams. I want to be a teacher too. Oh wait, I'm super duper smart, so I want to be the teacher's teacher. Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours. Then Trinon can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said I had a great memory, but now I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream. Oh, let's line them up. Pop! Isn't it weird that a doctor wields a grenade launcher? Now, Tribios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song. Music box? What's that? Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it. I invented it? What does it do? Oh, my lovely Tribbie, you're usually so bright. What's gone into you today? Well, you might as well see it for yourself. Put your good friends on and see the wonders it can do. Put the dolls on. It's rotating and I can hear something. That's right, it's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spot, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Kuru kuru, kuru ding. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite. I don't remember. It's alright, my child. I'll sing along to the tune and help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and earth, 3 wove the threads of fate, 3 molded life with their bare hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete, who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kefale, all-knowing father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With the light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills onto the land, converge into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world. What the heck? What's going on? It's also malfunctioning. Oh, Janice, please lend me your ears. In the black mist as death and fate draw close, in the bloodied earth, the living dead, but I'm not sure what that's saying. What is this world? It mirrors your maze like... What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Soul scattered by fates. Something. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? A something. Lonely and something. Lonely and subdued. And subdued and subdued. Subdued, subdued, subdued. What in the frick? What in the frick? I was not exactly paying attention to the what was happening because I was narrating. Trinon. Mama, what's going on? What? Huh? These what? Hurry, run, Tribios, run! The black tide has arrived. Whoa. Where can I go? This is rather unsettling. Why are there so many? What is this supposed to symbolize? Like how many of her? Like I said, I didn't watch the promo material, but why? Why are there dolls everywhere? Sparkle? This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can. I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up. Go bid your farewells, Tribbios. Time is running out. Mama, are you going to leave me? This is quite unsettling. My sweet girl, I will never leave you. When they have it looking up like this with a smile, like coming from, make it like it's coming from this doll. Yeah, no. But remember this, Tribios. Oh, she's awake. Wait, what? All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. And one shall live till the end, and they alone will witness Era Nova. Is this that prophecy? Like, part of prophecy or something? In the end, there will only be one tribbie left. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Tribios. The background piano? The chord progression is... It's a little happy, but it's also that. It's like... It's not like... yeah, it's like sort of Well, happy's not exactly the right word. It's a little like it has a it has a positive feeling to it, but it also the da 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 that chord is creepy. Finally awake? Are we still? Maybe, but it's been a long time since we had any dreams. It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest. No, our heart is still racing. Must be that reckless Crumknown soldier who startled Drinon, and you as well. If you want, I can pierce through his chest with a golden thread right now. Whoa! Whoa! Hold up there. Just hold up. Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk. I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping a bottle up is not good for your health. Ha! 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 We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself is nothing, it's just the timing feels a bit unsettling. I mean, it's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Sentry Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left. Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child. You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter. I believe there's still another way. Hyacine, maybe? Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey. Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful. But advancing is the destined end of Janus' trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed on this, right? It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like. So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie? Eh? Where'd that come from? After all this talking, we're feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. You remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night. While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat? It's fine, leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you once it's done. In that case, thank you. Then see you tomorrow, Aggie. Wait, what? Tomorrow? What? Isn't it dawn? Isn't it, like, just barely dawn right now? Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made to the abyss of fate. Hopefully, Ornyx will be willing to help us. At the same time, somewhere in Okema. Hi. Long time no see, Professor Anaxa. Who are you? It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture. Oh. It's you. No way. Do you really still remember that? Why'd you bring it up if you weren't expecting that? Do you really still remember that, Professor? I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not looking for reminisce. To reminisce. You could tell? Of course, you only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda. That's not true. I'm here to seek alignment. As always, could you please teach me everything you know about the Black-Robed Swordmaster? Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it's clad in black robe and wields a great sword. At least it looks like a great sword. It's twisted like a twisted half-sun. And a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now. I was right. It is this thing, the one who torched ID Zelicia to the ground and killed everyone. Don't try to be a hero. No Okema stands a chance against that thing right now. Is that what the Titan said as well? Not at first, but the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with God possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan. Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Emphorius? It's possible, much like the Black Tide, no? I still don't remember what the Yawn of Destruction is named. But like this, like we haven't had any signs that it's the Stellaron, right? We kind of covered that yesterday with the dialogue with Dan Hong. But like, what else could it be? Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome. We? Drop the pipe dream, Finon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade. His mere presence will endanger the holy city and the flame chase. You know that I don't believe... You don't believe in the so-called prophecy. I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance. Not at the request of a Goliath or tribbie. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledge to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again. Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing. What are you gonna tell him? Let me hear! Soon after, in the Abyss of Fate. What's wrong, Trian? Nothing, just remember what happened at the Grove. Monster in black cloak, so scary, everyone in danger, nightmare, can't forget. Don't be scared, there are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the sentry gate, Trian? Trian threw it away, far, far away. It's never coming back. Never, huh? Not so sure about that one. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the flame chase journey can continue. Sorry, Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again? For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies passed to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone, without hiding anything. Since Janus caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow. Ah, yes, Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Ah, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Ornyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Janisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that is experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see, it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone. But it all depends on whether Ornyx is willing to help us. This could be a problem. After all, it was us who took the core flame from Janus, from Ornyx's kin. We still have to give it a try if there's truly no other way. In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple untouched by Nikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher. Aggie? No, it's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge. Trinon, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Ornyx? What are you two whispering about, tribbie? Trinon? Trian can't detect it anymore? Or couldn't detect it? That's not good. Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication? Uh-oh. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. There's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Saffron safari? Uh-oh. Over here, follow Trian. Trian, slow down. Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution. It appeared again. Right here, I summoned the Ornyx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read it first. To Mr. Wincombe. For many years... Another puppet? Wait. Wait. Huh. People are trying to use her, it seems. Wait, is this a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Tribbius? Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here, and how did Trion sense it? Could it be our lost memories? It is possible that we were already noticed... Is it possible that we were already noticed by Ornyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Ornyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games. Bug? Oh. It's so scary and high up here, and it shakes so much when it moves. I'm just a bug. Why do I have to crawl all the way up to a place like this? It's not like I even have any wings. What is it? Place the celestial orb on the tray on the right. Or something? Question mark? Oh wait, I have to go down. Okay, yeah. I'll probably just get the stuff from this later. Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal. Oh, okay. Are these visions also fragments of the past? Tribbie, Trinon, look what I found. Is this the safari? Saffron? Coming, we'll take a look. But, Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here? That can't be. I swear I saw it. I swear, Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where'd it go? Trinon, Tribbie, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely Janus' hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Ornyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off, Tribbie. Don't you think the temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? Might just be an illusion, but Trinon wonders, is Ornyx really putting us through a trial? Give me the box. Thank you. Tuskpear, where'd you come from? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Ornyx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa, tribbie Trino, look at this, so cool. There's so many of us now. Trian. She doesn't know. Wait, don't tell me I'm stuck. Okay. Ha, you can't stop me from... Okay, maybe you can. You can't stop me from going back up. Oh goodness, I'm too tall. Oh goodness. It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? Isn't this where I got RMC? It is, right? Was it mountains behind all that when I came here and obtained RMC? And wasn't there also some huge light back here? What's going on? Ornyx disappeared? Uh-oh. Not long ago in Okama. Are you saying that the Black Robe Swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere? Oh no. Maybe it went for Ornyx. Oh no. This is the most plausible possibility. First as a vessel that can hold core flame. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with the core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me, or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me. So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't it be headed to Okama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames. Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Ornyx, who hasn't fallen yet, and the third is Okama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Okama won't be their first target. Kefale's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power, and Fegusa's water current should be able to block out any external perceptions. What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored. The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to us all. As for Aquila... Can you fly? No, I can't. Why are you asking that? Can that Swordmaster fly? Ah, good point. But what if he does grow wings? If they had wings, they wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive. Or I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive. That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast. With the distances between Okama, the Grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defense and... Bad news, Finon. Tribbie is missing. The last time we saw the 3 of them... The last time the 3 of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate. What's the Abyss of Fate again? I don't remember. Is it like... I don't remember. Are you in there? Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Oh no. He's here. Tribbie, we should leave this temple. Trian, are you coming with? Has other people in it. Trian, you coming with? Trian, don't run off. Listen, footsteps, fasten. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Tribbie, Trinon, come check this out. He is here. What's this? Trian feels like it's so familiar. Oh no, she's already forgotten. Or maybe she doesn't know yet that it was the same cloth. Another gate, no! Is she gonna fade? Oh no! She's gonna fade! Sometime later in the Abyss of Fate. Where am I? Little Gray, Snowy, and... Wait, where's Trion? Is she back? Well, I guess, like, you supposedly moved him really far, but I guess he moves fast. The Abyss of Fate is... Only saw you two collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived. Abyss of Fate is in front of the temple or something, or what? Danny and I looked around, but I couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian. What about the black-robed swordmaster? Blast it, of course it's him. You're still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Ornyx's Scoreflame. Then Lady Trian... She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything. I have a bad feeling about this. They're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the Black-Robed Swordmaster and recover the core flame. Do you know where it's headed? I didn't get to tell you before, but Anaxa and I have already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry. Lord Phanon. Ah, Lady Tribbie and Lady Trinon, I'm glad you're right. Did Aglaya's people get here? Yes, Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Phanon, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you, but if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain. I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Crisis heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement. Why don't we split up as previously discussed? Hyacinth and I will regroup with the reinforcements. You go back to the Holy City with everyone else and tell Aglaya about your plan. Trinon will stay in the Abyss too, that way both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens. Thank you everyone. Tribbie, let's go. Oh dear. We're back, Aglaya. You should have come to me first, Phanon. Maggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Okama is currently in grave danger. I know, it's beyond my imagination that only 2 titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. Never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Phanon, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence. Phanon recounts Anax's discovery. The being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too? Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign that the Black Tide is spread further. Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected. But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the holy city with Cersei's core flame while we were on the way to the abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield. Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame? Because this time the power from beyond the skies is also at our side. Hello, it's me! She is the key. I have a still run. Can we pass it off as a core flame? We need your other companion too. Oh. You mean me? What about Dan Heng? You too. And Dan Heng. I see. Found on that battlefield you mentioned. Is it Castrum Kremnos? Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle Echo performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' path. I kind of forgot what I did other than Nias, like we pieced together Nikador's soul again or something in the past and whatever. But what else did we do? That'll be the key to our victory. We'll use Ornyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the Maze of Time. Impressive. Ornyx has fallen, and Genesis' divine power already belongs to Okema. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one? I just have to throw that black-cloaked guy into the past and lock them there, right? With the memory fragments, I can open a door, no problem. As for the rest... let's just say that Echo and I can do anything as long as we're together. Really? Then I'm gonna make a wish. I'm not so sure about this. Oh, come on. Can you feel their fervent gazes? Hey, fewer memes. This is a big deal. We can't let everyone down. Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Tribbie went missing. Canis and her followers have heard tell of the incident at the Grove and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens. What exactly does the Council of Elders do? Are they like the government-ish? I don't know. What are they plotting? That short-sighted politician likely believes the crisis heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step. I guess so. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent castorice ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Fernon, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take on the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame, and in doing so grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders. Of course, you may count on me to lead the charge. I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, Miss Echo, but Okema is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make. I'm going to disappear for a moment, have some water. Tasty water. I reappear. How do we make sure that the plan will work? I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the sentry gates, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time. As for whether we can take back the core flame, that'll be up to Anax's capabilities. Based on what I know of him, he can do it. How do you guarantee my safety? I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have a step over my dead body if they wish to do you any harm. We'll have to. Is this gonna be a joke ending? No. I don't think they do another one right there. Whatever. What a man's plan is, I'll follow. Hurry, I was so worried that you'd be mad at me. We are grateful for your aid and to the rest of you as well. Now let us be off to begin the hunt. Make a folly sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy. Feels like we're missing someone. Where's Dan Heng? Oh, right, he's on the other... He's still back there, I think. You mean Maide? He's dealing with a different problem. Problem with Castrum Kremnos. Don't worry, that man would never miss out on this fight. Vortex of Genesis, Okema. Oh, is he planning on actually doing it? Farewell, my dear friend, you must lead us back home. You and I were both the same, we feast on strife and fear. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this bloodstained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mightymouse. Oh yeah, did the tribbies, like, have that meeting with Kratos to explain everything? I knew you'd be here. I heard you're about to set off on an expedition. That's right, it's going to be a tough battle, and our destination turns out to be Castrum Kremnos. Is that why you're here, to pray to the dead Nikador? Nope, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you. You're gonna trust the front line to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either. Oh, is he provoking him? Is he provoking him into, gonna provoke him into joining? Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker? Sounds like you've spoken with Chardanus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dwellers, right? Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Do we have the time? Chardanus told me that back in ancient times the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. Their safe but humdrum culture was like fetters around him. Sounds a lot like you. Yes, that is why he too faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Campanians, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. The Ladonians are planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes are no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring news of his people, but... Let me guess, they refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead? That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done? Lead my people on resistance, perhaps? I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy. A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dweller's store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Campanians. Campanians? I don't know. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization and became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, the mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide. But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They were hunted by Kremnones or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or the lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes, and then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era. You've made up your mind, haven't you? Is he gonna take it? I'll be leaving Okama soon to fight against the greatest darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase, make sure you kill me. Can he die? Remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebrae. That's my weak spot and the only way to kill me. Ah. You have my word. So is he going to take the trial then? Midamos? Go now. Your battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, then pray to the blade that in the pray to that blade in the sky, and loudly call out the name of the new god. That's the sound of an all-out war, not the kind of ruckus Professor Naxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry, the battlefield is just ahead. What exactly are we fighting at the moment? Black Tide? More Black Tide stuff? Is this... it is. Castrum Cromnos, right. No way, a Cromnoan? I didn't think she'd manage to send the Cromnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line? And Okaman, why are you here? What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We've been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver. Aglaya? That vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black-robed. A horse curse lodged in his throat, refusing to escape. Moments later he convulsed, his head drooping as the spirit departed his body, drifting toward the abode of Thanatos. The Cromnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace, may your glory last forever. Do they think we're on the side of that black road, whatever, the Flame Reaver? Or they're just like, no, we hate all of you. Yes! Pop! Easy. We're almost there. Once you take back the core flame, Janus passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. Oh no! Is this that moment from the Amphorius trailer from the 3.0 where Phynon takes his sword and just he does a downward slash from the air and breaks through the floor with the thing? Just himself and the Flame Reaver? Oh no! The rest will be up to how well we work together. But remember what Mane said before, cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield. Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us. I'm gonna use my baseball bat and my lance. You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me. Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world. Is this new weekly boss? I should have used Fushan's skill first. Ow. That hurts. Oh. Here we go again. Oh. Uh-oh. My day.
ありきたりな登場だな。クレムノスは元より俺のだ。正門から入るのは当然だ。
What? They expect the king to not take the front door to his own palace? Or something? Like I said, I haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist, unfortunately. Only some episodes here and there. Or clips. Meanings of the Black Tide. I, King of the Cremnon Legion, will be your opponent today. Learned by long time no see. Make a door. Oops. That doesn't do anything if I haven't autoed first. Or hit him with something first. How many of these have you got? And restorable health, like, does this guy actually heal? Can he actually heal? I don't know. Oh, can. He can. Okay. Is it gonna one-shot Fushan? Vanity leads to self-destruction. I am but sending a dynasty to its end. Well fought. That was a good opener to the ceremony. Now we honor the fallen gods with this fight to the death. I was gonna be like, the build-up seemed a little bit like Thirda's ult. And then when it placed this on that thing, it was like a Mabia strip, like what we saw Amphorius on from space or something. I don't know. %! It's time to end this. Oh, am I gonna get one shot now? I think this is where Finon sacrificed himself, sort of, right? I'm gonna lie, I'm not exactly a fan of the rock style music here. So did he actually pass the trial and become a demigod or something? Eh. I guess so. Look, the words have returned. Okay, I guess that bit from the trailer is not quite here. But are the rumors true? Has Ornyx fallen? It's as the Council of Elders said, we faced a dangerous threat, yet the crisis heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety. They really gave the core flame of strife to a Crumnone at the end. I don't know, noisy crowd. This doesn't feel right. It's probably because Ornyx is gone. Ornyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past. Didn't Ornyx say it wasn't willing, but it was being forced? Like whenever its powers were used, it was being forced to do so. What they don't know, is that the Titan didn't do all that of its own volition. Question is, how was it forced? Regardless, the Titan has fallen and we must surrender Ornyx's core flame. Meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break. Professor Naxa, why don't you find someplace to rest first? Matters that require Goliath's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean. It's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either. That professor's kinda eccentric. Professor Naxa can be a bit unrestrained. Don't worry, he'll get used to it. I'm sure you don't need my help handling Ornyx's core flame, so I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to. It still feels like Day has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial. Yeah, a lot has happened in the past 2 days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Tribbie. Did Trinon bring news? Yes, she has found Trian. She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple, but that's where the good news ends. Unconscious? I'm sorry. It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinon and Hyacine arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height, all to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed sword master. What a brave soul. Do you know who he is? Oh no. Oh no. Krataros? Is it gonna be Krataros? Who else do we know was like a sword, or like was a warrior? Yes. I guess Krataros' talk with the tribbies really did open up his eyes or something. Not long ago. Is it gonna cut to that bit? Stop. Oh, never mind. If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first. How ludicrous. Your body, made from flesh and blood as it is, will not survive more than a single strike from me. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Crumnoan, I know not the fear of death. She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. Answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her? As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protect the king against the Black Tide with his very shield, and I've done this over and over, hundreds and thousands of times. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears. Pity. Then crumble like rusted iron. Good. Supreme glory shall be mine as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight, for Kremnos, for my king. For Amphorius. We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste. But Lady Aglaia, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand. This is just a doll, right? Don't be sad, Hyacinth. No. Oh, it is her. Wait, what? Trin has used up her borrowed time from Janice, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow. So she actually, like, dead? Dead? At least until Hyacinth completes her research. Come on, you got this! We got up until like 3.7 or 3.8, I think, to figure this out. But then again, no, Gallagher and Misha, people can actually, well, they can't actually die, they cease to exist, but no, Misha! I don't know, because they technically didn't exist, but whatever. If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too? It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember the prophecy that guides the crisis heirs is the voice of Kefali before it fell silent? It loves all of its creations dearly and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Kremnon veteran? How's he doing? The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I'd use the Sky Priest techniques to help him walk again, but if light ever disappears from Okema for good, no, let's hope that never happens. This is already nothing short of miraculous. When we found Kratos, he was no better than a corpse. Wait, what? Which one? Kremnon veteran? Oh, when we sent, he was saying. So he's alive? Interesting. Okay. The parting hours upon us, yet the golden threads run slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration. Core flame of time. Ornyx's. Didn't Ornyx like us, Trailblazer? Wait, so what eons were, like, kinda intertwined in Penacony? We got Fuli. That's literally the only one I remember. Holy crap, I'm bad. It's incredible to think that we returned Nikodor's core flame not so long ago. Wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Echo and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history. Where a nameless goes, trouble follows. We've melted a real glacier before. You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see an axe around. Was this under your instructions, Finon? Yes, it just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly. A rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Ornyx. The crisis heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames for titans like Ornyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity. Our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end. But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray. If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the crisis heir capable of bearing Ornyx's divinity. So, like, Finon was supposed to have the core flame of strife. He failed, so Maide took it. So what is Finon prepping for, then? And will I end up getting one down the line? Find on castorice, Maide, and Hycene. Tribbie and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people. Castor's gonna have the one of Thanatos. Maide got the one of Strife. What are these two? I don't know. Only a chosen few possess the capability to assume divinity, the elite among the crisis heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Alright, I probably, like, Trailblazer probably wouldn't get it either. Yeah, it's like, it's not just being a crisis heir, it's because we're not, like, we're not from this planet. If we leave, there goes Coreflame. There goes one of your demigods, just out and about, somewhere in space. Yeah, we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows. Truly a dilemma. Yeah. Well, how about letting Echo give it a try? She can talk more. Eh? The owner isn't liable for their pet's words. So you're okay with sentencing me to the gallows? I'm serious, you're special to him for us, and we all know that. Now about Ornyx. The one projected me into this world and granted me this body. Isn't Ornyx just a little titan, even more capricious than a child? I don't remember what capricious means. Hello. Meanwhile, somewhere in the Marmoreal Palace. He's alive. He doesn't look much worse, if at all. I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher. Simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned. But this isn't about me, Madamos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate. The power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in the blaze. Past rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might, yet I have merged with it. I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one. Indeed, you realize the aspiration of every former king of Kremnos. And now you can at last bring our people home and reforge the glory of Kremnos. Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire. What do you mean by that? Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nicodor's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war along the Titan's path in its conquest. Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surged onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to be trampled upon. Like ants. The city and the beliefs that Kremnoans held so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition, are mere anthills that can be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan. You. He doesn't look too angry. Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words? That pride holds little significance, cried Arouse. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next step will be to renounce the title of king. No, no. Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order. Do not do this, Madamos. I beg you. Our history commenced in year 2506 of the light calendar and concluded in year 4931. I, Madamos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim. The Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today. You have killed us. You have killed us all. No, I'm granting you a new beginning. What is this? My mother's signet ring. It served as symbol of kingship, and now I imbue it with fresh significance. Take it and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Madamos, now ascended to divinity. You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into this city that you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, it crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet you shall tread the only path out, one that leads to a brand new world at its end. Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself? Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of God and spiral into madness for it. But humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them. I failed to save that child. That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there and shielded her. The one who persuaded a glide to set me free that night. Was that you, Mighty Mouse? Yes. She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her? I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. And I promised her that I would dedicate all that I have to the Flame Chase journey. And what is next, Mighty Mouse? Where will you be headed now? To the place where I belong, to fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nicodor and the darkness that consumed Amphorius. It's now my turn to fight against it. How long has this bot been here? Not too long. Okay, get the frick out! Get thee out. Man. Friggin' bots, man. What is next? Oh. Hello. Why are you just standing in the water? You're here, Mighty Mouse. It seems that you're prepared. Yes. You aided Okama through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds. Isn't that exactly what you wanted? Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. Furthermore, you are ready to dedicate all that you have regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you? Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, and adaptability to change it. It's only recently that I've come to realize the truly remarkable quality you possess. And what is it? It's a magnetic allure in your presence. It draws people to gather around you willingly to seek your guidance. They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear repercussions, but out of sincere alignment with your ideals. That is precisely what every ruler of Castrum Criminus has been missing. I am truly honored to hear that. And now, Mighty Mouse, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world. How do you intend to wield this newfound power? I shall see Nicodor's abhorred mission through to completion and become the strongest bulwark for Amphorius to defend against the Black Tide. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle of Genesis. Mighty Mouse, a new chapter awaits Amphorius, yet the one who guides the people to the destination need not be you and I. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity? Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever. You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold. Just as cryptic as all the other prophecies. What's the reason for the laughter? I was just thinking, if an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest of their life. But I cannot forego the delightful experience a bath offers. So, I assume you also glimpsed yours, Mighty Mouse? One day you shall die with a wound in your back. Is Phynon actually going to end up killing him? But that's not going to happen in 3.x, right? That's not going to happen in 3.x, right? Are we actually going to kill off characters like permanently in Star Rail? As far as I know, Himiko was permanently killed off in Honkai Impact, but I don't play that game, so I don't really know. Of course, like a proper permanent death, if done right, can hold a lot of weight in storytelling. Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario. If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze and joined the Flame Chase journey in the first place. You speak the truth. May you be destined for a powerful fate, and may we reunite in the promised new world. Farewell, Maida. Wait, what's he actually gonna do again? Crap. Where is Tribbie? Castorice and Grand's Craftsman. Where? Where? I don't want to be in the bath. Ah, crap. Is Lady Tribbius not here? Tribbius? Lord Mide. I seen. So you're the physician Kratos spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death. You have my gratitude. I can take that as a compliment, right? I've heard about what happened at the Grove. I'm deeply sorry for your loss. I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Tribbie, we should all focus on tomorrow, shouldn't we? That's a valid point. You have always been the most optimistic one among us. Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new demigod standing right before me. You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife, and one day they will also reach the sky. Do you really believe I can do it? Even my ancestor, that hero of legends, can conquer the core flame of Aquila. Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity is never limited to swords and spears. You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mide. Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I will be ready. Right, you're here looking for Lady Tribbie and Lady Trina, no? They're not around at the moment. Is there a message you'd like me to pass on to them? No need, I've already bid farewell to Aglaia. Meeting with the Oracle is simply a matter of courtesy. You bid farewell? I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnis to fight against the Black Tide. Right. In all likelihood, I will never again return to Okama. Oh. On second thought, there is something I'd like you to help me convey to them. I'm all ears, Lord Mide. I'll make sure to convey every single word. Tell them that there is no longer need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose Okama. Alright. Where are the others? Wow, that is far from a teleport waypoint. Look at that. Is this castorice here, or the Grand Craftsman? It's Rice! Lord Mide, I'll be embracing my destiny before you do, castorice. Can you feel Thanatos right now? I don't feel them at all, regrettably. You've been painstakingly seeking that time for so long, but have you ever considered reaching out to me for help? You mean... Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues along the way back. I would never do that, Lord Mide. Death is not a game. You're right. That may very well be the reason why my people have struggled for millennia. They underestimated the significance of death. So, are you returning home alone, Lord Mide? Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this moment, Castrum Kremnis is not just my birthplace, but also my fated destination. Work harder, castorice. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning. I will, Lord Mide. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows. What? But... okay. Wait. Hello. Thank you for joining the stream. The, fancy text is messing with... okay. Or maybe the name is just too long, it just goes to the next line. Maybe I should do something about that down the line. Hello. Chardanus. The King of Kremnos, without the signet ring, but looking more like a king now. I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman. Matters not the title, surpassed all former kings, your achievements have. I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear. Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Finon, Chartinus. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined. Keep Finon in mind. I will return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos we wait to hear. Okay, now I can go. Welcome back, Tuskpeer. Right, I'm still from Maide's point of view. It's so weird just seeing me out there like that. Maide? Outlanders, no, Trailblazers, I'll soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for Emphorius. Reflecting on the past and moving forward to the future, a challenge I've faced as well. We've never had a chance for a deep conversation after all we've experienced together. You're also an ally of the Trailblaze, Maide. That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. Am I going to say anything? How about you let me guess what's on your mind? I guess. She'll say something nonsensical! Are you going to say something insane again, Trailblazer? What are we going to do with that? Wait. Wait, hold on. I'm saying this as a joke, right? What are we gonna do without you? Very oddly sentimental. Just smile if you don't know how to respond. Now that I bear the divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have a great significance for the future of Emphorius. With this departure, I fear I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back and to continue supporting Flamechase Journey in my absence? Rest assured, we'll do everything we can. You have my gratitude, then. Farewell. I'm going to check something. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Yes. Let's at least snap a photo together to capture this moment, shall we? Sure, let's do it. It's off center, but whatever. Looks pretty good. What do you think, Maide? Well, it feels peculiar, I suppose. I'm not talking about your photographic skills, it's just that I rarely take photos. But this one is pretty good. You never failed to impress. I'm glad you like it. Make sure not to leave any regrets behind. I wish the same for you during your time in Emphorius. Alright, let's go say goodbye to Snowy Kevin. The prince is here, run! Hold on, Lord Martimos isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Emphorius. What's going on? Kratos named him the guardian of Emphorius or something. Or something. We salute the guardian of Emphorius. Or maybe Finon said that. Dimitri. It's been a while, Guardian. I should have known you were the mastermind behind this. You look so happy. Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See the kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together. I admit it. That took me by surprise. Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word to me? Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this. Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think? The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their face in my memory one last time. Hey, wait! Get back here! I think I see more than just the Kremnons here. You are now the guardian of Amphorius, after all. I am the Fast. I am no longer the Fast. I'm thinking, maybe it's about time the God of Strife gets a new name. Heh. Heh. How about the God of Solidarity or Preservation? Danheng mentioned that one to me. I don't see how they're related. Oh crap. Wait, no. I don't know. Alright, it's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance. Huh. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments. Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem, or is this just a facade you wear? You know what? You sound just like a Glaya at this moment. But you're not off the mark. I just thought putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity. I can see through your deception even without the power of mind reading. Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions? Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my arch-enemy, Mightimos. No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight, nor does signify closure. You understand that more than me. Indeed, in the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster, and I can't even ascertain their demise. Ascertain? Ascertain? Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny, but that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain, and they should not be effaced. Even with the divine might of Ornyx, you cannot stop the past from leaving its mark in our blind spots. Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that swordmaster is dead? That's impossible. Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out, and no one can find mental fulfillment through it. You're right. Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past, and make sure emptiness and bitterness are not the only flavors you know. Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be saved. I will keep that in mind. I have a final favor to ask. Please look after the Kremnon warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Okama. It's my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time. Do not worry, leave it to me. And while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnon language is really missing that many words. The Kremnon philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary. But if there's a chance in the next life, you should come visit my library. Blah. I'll be on my way to deliver. Remember to stay alive till the final act. Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Mightimos. He's just gonna walk. Yes. Use those legs. Oh, right. One last question. I can't hear you. Go ahead, you better not leave any regrets behind. Are you the one who told Charnus about the signet ring? Well... Who knows? That's a nice view. Get up, my son. You showed great courage in today's training. Let's wrap it up for now. Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you. What is it, Mighty Mouse? Why must we learn to fight? It is for glory and honor, my son. For Crumnone's master of swords and spears is ingrained from youth, from birth, and the battlefield is our destined end. Is that really the way it is, Mother? What makes you say so? Because you don't sound entirely sure. You're right, Mighty Mouse. I once believed those words without question until your father cast you into the Sea of Souls. It was at that moment I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. Perhaps the spirit of Kremnos had once existed, but as greed bloomed in the hearts of humanity over the years, such spirit had long faded alongside her glory. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine. Now I just have one role. That of your mother, Mighty Mouse, your guardian. That dream always ends there. The journey back to Castrum Kremnos is proving to be longer than expected. Greteros said that shortly after my fall into the sea, my mother challenged my father to a duel. She died through father's treachery, and I never saw her face. Yet each night, she would show up waiting by the flickering firelight, always anticipated the sequel to that dream, believing she had more words of wisdom or guidance to offer. And now, I think I finally come to understand. That is all she wished to tell me. And now, I too am left with but one role. It is time for this journey to reach its end. Ah, so that's what it did. What if this is unironically faster than walking? I don't know. Look, Mighty Mouse is back. We got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some? I'm gonna add some milk. Welcome back. Say, come and check out what I just wrote. Mighty Mouse, did you just come back from training? It's been a while. Welcome home, Mighty Mouse. These visions. Have you oh, I didn't say you found some. Oh dear. Oh. Visions, or is he actually just going back to the past and stuff? What an uncomfortable throne, literally just made of rock hard crystals. Year 4931 of Light Calendar, month of balance, naked to a strife time, Lines of Fury fell, Mighty Mouse King, Kremnos, triumph of their trial, and a new god was born. I had to read that fast because I wasn't sure how long it'll take for this. On the following day, the Crumnone dynasty, which lasted for 1,000 years, came to an end. Presently, in Okema, it wasn't glowing. We smell sunlight in the wind of Okema. That was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trion? Oh, it was just sunlight. Lady Trion, why did it have to end like this? Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is for ordinary folks. When we started our journey, Janus had already provided their prophecy, just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny. If you don't mind, Tribbie, are you still willing to unveil that past for us, the past regarding the prophecy? What do you seek to learn, Snowy? Minamos has left the city to face his own fate. That is the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step in this journey? And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back, despite the fracturing of your body and the numerous departures that you have endured? Alright. Teacher, are you sure about this? He is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the Abyss of Fate and see how it used to be. Ma'am, time to work. And we will leave it to you. Trinon, would you mind? Tribbie, are you not coming with us? I want to stay here with Trion a bit longer. I see, we'll be off then. Take care. Since you have made your decision then, let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher. Cass, are you not going with them? No, I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trion. She hated being alone. What's this? It's a little gift that I hope to deliver to her personally, even though fate had other plans. It's the gem. Oh, so you saw us arguing that day? Yes, I figured Lady Trion would like it a lot, so I bought it. I see. Yes, you know, I recognized it immediately after that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Janisopolis. Then why? It's just that Trion had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland. I'm sorry, Lady Tribbie. Should I? I need to apologize, Cass. At the time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by her past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now, it might just be the perfect gift for Trion. I shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines. But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity. This, to me, feels like the right opportunity. So this is how the Temple of Three Fates looked like back in the day. At this point, Janisopolis still resides under Aquila's protection. Yet it is already fated for decline and only contains a beautiful facade. Is it because Amphorius has entered Era Bellica? Yes, Strife remains distant from this part of Amphorius right now, but in 5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war. Then, where are you this time? At this time? Right over there. Why does she look somewhat different? It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look. My apologies. Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone. It's time to witness our last conversation with Ornyx. Tribbios. You're here, Ornyx. Yeah, she has a more mature voice in this. Makes sense, she's regressing. This is our memory, so your senses are also aligned with the Tribbios of that moment. You still consume yourself for that false prophecy. False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way? Even if Kefali has fallen, they would never guide humans to kill their own comrades. Stop while you still can, Tribbio. Spreading the prophecy will only kindle disaster. That disaster will tear you into 1,000 pieces. But the Black Tide has already arrived, and Janus remains in slumber. If even the God of Passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against this oncoming destruction? Do not get involved with the core flames. If you do that, you can still remain chosen by fate. But what about the others, the rest? It's not just about Tribbios. Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes? This might be our last conversation, Ornyx. I'll do everything I can to protect you from the Black Tide. The family she just mentioned. It's our mother. She fell from this spot into the valley a long time ago. It was during a grand ceremony to seek Janice's guidance. But things took an unexpected turn. It was Kefale who responded instead. Did something go wrong with the ceremony? Yes, but those two occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefale's response was simply a coincidence. On that frosty night with the treachery abound, as the holy maiden of Janisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing titan also fell in another corner of the world. Let's keep up with her. This story, she should be the one to tell it. That thing ahead. It's the altar of Talanton. But it's not our destination. We're heading to the left. This place used to be passable, huh? This is locked, right? Yeah. I never thought that there'd be such a hidden space in the abyss. There's the Archive of Prophecies, an important ceremonial site back then. Crap. Is this Genesis Maze that Trinon used for divination in the past? Not only that, it also serves as a lock. Our childhood abode lies sealed within. This is the largest puzzle I've ever laid eyes on, and even acts as a door lock. Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose, so how are we going to solve it? Just follow the designated paths and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice. Seems pretty straightforward, even Mighty might be able to complete it in a single try. He might need at least 2 tries. You still don't know him well enough, then he might even need a first try. He just punched the door open. True! Might if he were still here, we'd probably take a lot fewer detours to solve our issues. Enough for the talking, let's just get started. So what does this do? Press the button, hold to activate a rewinding pad, and rotate the maze. During the rewind, let go of the button, and... okay. It's got some... close enough. Oh wait, it doesn't even matter. It's a funnel. One of the encryption keys has been locked and confusion rumbles, becoming a new path. Let the stone ball fall into the pool once more to open the hidden door. Impressive. You too have the makings of High Priest now. Getting that stone ball to that point looks pretty tough. My hands are shaking just from looking at it. I can't tell what you're saying, unfortunately. Some special wall panels will move in a set direction. Use the right timing to take advantage of their traits to... ah, crap. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, here we go. Secret doors open. Yes, sirree. Go inside and you'll see the place where we grew up. You grew up in a place like this? By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. To maintain appearances, those in authority added some embellishments, and with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy. Even so, I still find it hard to imagine. 20 years can go by in no time. Trinon, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time. Right, becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe that it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Echo. This place looks exactly as before. Let's explore the room a bit. There's so many boxes here. These should be our belongings, huh? What's this? It's the gem. A red glass fragment? We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece, but her face was streaked with tears. She simply placed it on the table. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned Janisopolis. If someone gloriously died for destiny, the holy maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's core and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom. Mirror! It's Tribbius. Just as expected, it's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow? That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter? Wish I could go too. I have something to ask Janice. Oh? What do you want to ask? I want to know how to chase the black tide away. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something. What is it? Be a good girl and go to sleep now, and whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes, until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie? That's it? Of course I can. Tribbius is the most amazing holy maiden of Janus. Well, little holy maiden. Why, Mama? Because this ritual might take a long time. How long? Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then next tomorrow. If not the tomorrow after that. But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me. I don't like where this is going. But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world. It's the end of the west wind, the black tide's other shore, a radiant sea of flowers, blessed and protected by the gods. In the rosy horizons, you'll see a silver-white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage, a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be waiting for you. Ah, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise? Pinky promise. As long as you sail toward tomorrow, as long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together. If the final murmurs of the Titan are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the Black Titan at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please wait for me, Mother. After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off. Where did she go? Box. This way, now we'll go through the shelf. But how? With Genesis' power? She hadn't become a demigod yet. Indeed, we hadn't acquired their power back then, so this obstacle was simply a mirage. Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try. Secret lever. Cool. It's a secret passage. It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. Now it has turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated. Because, like, people were plotting to overthrow or kill her or something, right? From that note that Trian found. Start of all roads. Path to the temple was in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose? No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were planning and tried to intercept us, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Maiden. I can't move it. I can't climb over it either. Time, is that you? Just like this. Is this replicating memories or disrupting the space-time dimension? Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. It was someone else who helped tribute us in the actual events of history. We don't remember the details. As for why memory recreated the past to be like this, it must be because it's closer to the answer within our heart. The passage is now cleared. Thank you, nameless god. Let's go, get out of here. I mean, this is a permanent spot, so I can just come back later for stuff. Permanent map. Yeah, space anchors. Oh, look, truly magnificent back then. Relax, take it easy. All these people, they're just civilians, not enemies, correct? Mostly, but it might not be the case later on. Hey, little ones, how'd you sneak in here? Shh, okay, please keep it down. We had to be really sneaky to get in here. Okay, but what'd you sneak in here for? I heard there's a lovely holy maiden living in the temple, and I want to meet her. I couldn't stop her, so I had to think of a way to sneak her in. Oh, really? I was here to meet the Holy Maiden as well, but the guard said she had to go somewhere far away today. Oh, what a bummer. Mommy even asked me to bring her gift to the Holy Maiden. It's getting late. Be good and go home now, okay? Okay, then we'll come back next time. Thank you. By the way they're dressed, the siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when she was a Holy Maiden, she caught a girl sneaking into the temple to steal the tributes. Stealing from the temple was punishable by death, but that pearl girl had no family and just wanted something to eat, so Mother took her outside and even gave her some food. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then. Ah, Lady Maiden. Lady Maiden, you need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out. Let me get you a blanket. No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk. Alright, but please take care of yourself. Your mother made us promise to look after you before she left. It's been a while since I last saw you, and I just realized you've grown into such a beauty, just like your mother. Here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to enjoy them, so maybe you'll like them too. What's wrong, Lady Maiden? I'm fine. It tastes really good. This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet pastry she brought back. We've always remembered the familiar taste, and only now do we learn where it came from. Uh-oh. Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Janus fault is under maintenance today. Perfect, that way no one will disturb me while I'm talking to Mother. Alright then, may Janus guide your path.
ヤーヌスの
Janus' fault?
ヤーヌスの心
It's where Janus' heart lies and the core flame is kept. Just enter on the left.
トリスビアスが生まれ
It's
た
also the
場所
place where
でもあり
Tribbius was
ます
born. Tribbius. What does that name actually mean?
この名前には何か特別な意味でもあるのかい
The one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 times of fate. She named us thus to express her gratitude.
運命の三タイタンの祝福によるものだそうで、この名前にはママの感謝の気持ちが込められています。今考えて
Looking at how things have unfolded, fate might have had a role in it.
運命の導きかもしれませんね。
I'm gonna assume that's for... Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
ヤーヌスの
Finally, the Janus fault is right ahead.
目の前です。 やっと
At long last. Tribbius, you've come.
ヤーヌス
I knew there was some sanity left in you, Janus. Just as I thought, you too have been confined. Step forth and you shall bury yourself. Bury the gods and bury the fate that binds us all. No, Janus. I've come here to take on your
あ
fate.
なたの運命子羊の
By the blood of the Lamb and the strength of my blade-wielding right hand, I am Tribbius, the listener, the announcer, and the witness of the prophecy.
予言を告げ我
I, the holy maiden of Janusopolis, the walker of the infinite paths, have come forth to assume your duty.
汝の使命を引き受けに来た
Heh. The one who guides the world shall see their soul shattered into 1,000 fragments akin to glass crashing upon the ground. This is probably what it meant when people are saying, like, Tribbius turned into a bunch of tribbies, and now there are only 3, and now 2.
望むところ
Just as I wish, this journey promises to be a long one. With 1,000 selves to accompany me, I'll never be lonely.
もいれば
Though thou bearest the core flame, thou shalt be far from the glory of divinity. Passages are forever associated with dirt, and even a mere mortal's blade can imperil thy very existence.
構わない
No matter, my hands are not made for bearing arms, but my feet are destined to embark on a journey for the benefit of all.
ものではない
Yet the flame chase is a journey of constant loss, among which even life itself holds little value. Time decays the heart, the passages shatter the body, and the scales weigh the separation until the end draws near. The one who bears 3 lives. Art thou truly prepared?
もちろん
Without a doubt, Titan, let the prophecy shatter
永
me.
遠に我が身を引き
Or maybe they
裂かせ
actually only turn into 3. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch the promo material,
この滅び
so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world.
道を切り開くために
Thus shall it be. It shall be. Overthrow the gods, return the core flames. Inherit divine authority, forge godly miracles. Go kill, go mourn. Kill my kin, mourn our fate. Ferry the spirits of the gods, nourish the land with divine essence. Yet thou shalt remember. Yet thou must remember. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Yeah, so in the end, there's only going to be 1 tribute left, supposedly. Such is destiny.
分かってい
I
る
understand, Janus.
ヤーヌス
Right. She was by then like an actual adult. Wouldn't make sense for her to be like looking like a kid. Thank you. Now may you rest well.
ママ
Mother,
いていて
did you see that?
くれたよね私は
I have assumed my duty and stand ready to set out. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus we shall sweep apart Emphorius' pitch-dark fog. May the world, follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. The myriad souls no longer exists. Mother, I shall see you tomorrow. Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once. I knew this would come. It's opening up. Move aside and get ready. The Holy Maiden? What's happening here, Lady Maiden? Where's the thief who stole the core flame? Look at what she's holding, you buffoon. She is the thief. Take your positions and ready your arms. We're taking back the core flame. Bring it on. What? Come forth, loyal guards. At least do it properly. Pierce me in the chest. What are you scheming? It is your last chance if anyone wants to earn a promotion and rise through the ranks. I'm right here. You all know who I am. So go ahead. However, if there's still any loyalty within you, step aside for the Holy Maiden. Otherwise, by decree of the Holy City's Codex, anyone who dares to harm the Holy Maiden shall face execution. Captain, what should we do? Do it. Kill her. If any of you want to get rich, then come with me. Take this traitor's head and wealth will be yours. We can't just stand by and do nothing. Let's move, partner. She needs to actually hit them with something first. How's that possible? Could the Titan actually be on our side? The traitor's over there. Get her. That redhead woman is the traitor. I should go. Let's keep up. The path is opening up for me. Oh, it's going for her. Get back here. Oh, Janus, protect me. Get back here. Thank you very much. Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. Just continuing on with the available M4 story in Honkai Star Rail 3.1. Trick snacks. I love trick snacks. The main path is likely well guarded. What do I do? Fly! Can you fly? Just as I thought, inside. The guards are here too, don't alert them. What do you mean, don't alert them? Huh? Oops. Okay, well, I guess I literally can just get run by. At long last, freedom. The creature of the Holy City Guards, but I'm already so close. This should be the last fight. We have to help her get through. But I don't get it. This has been puzzling me for a while now. Who has been aiding Tribbius in her escape? I'm curious about that too. While history might be blurred by memory, seeing how the whole city is hunting her down, she clearly has no allies. If she pulled it off alone, were we too involved in this process? Tribbius had been on her own since she entered the vault. But what did we truly mean to her? You'll find that answer at the end of this memory. In that case, let's focus on the mission at hand now. Let's do this, everyone. Okay, so what does this do?
撃の時間です。支援開始の万物人事なおや涙ヒッ触れて
Fading light. Huh.
そうよ一体
I'm gonna assume that has something to do with that status effect.
活の時間だ。引導を渡そう。お金がないならまた今度。寄ってら一発の派手に行くよ。ふん敵データ捕獲マーク起動。愉快な反撃の時間です。占いましょう。練習しててよかった。練習しててよかった。涙ヒッ触れて
Finally, beyond this gate awaits a boundless world. This is where my journey begins. What of passengers, can you see me? I will complete the path that you started. No response after all. Janice, may you have a good dream. I can't stay here much longer, it's time to leave. Well, looks like this is the end of the memory. Not yet. The question that has been puzzling you. She's about to reveal the answer. I'm just gonna screenshot this and put it in my... Where is it? Okay. But nothing happened. Well, it's making her, or you, hesitate at this moment. If she had known the Flame Chase journey would proceed as the Titan foretold, bringing about great suffering and fatalities, including her own, would she still have chosen to walk through the gate and start her journey? I think the answer is already within you, and you've made your own decision. I love this artwork. You couldn't hear us? Not really. She could neither see nor hear us. Yet she knew that one day someone would return to unveil this dust-covered memory. We could never know for sure who helped us back then, but that kindness was forever engraved in our hearts, motivating us to move forward. Time has modified this memory into a special letter so that we do not forget our original intent. It's a letter written by Tribbius of the past and sent to her future self. In this memory, it is Tribbius of the future who overcame all difficulties for her and sends her on a long journey toward the tomorrow where we are. Yes, you'll remember it all, and then find your way back to the gate where everything began. Here, I'll set sail toward the distant horizon. Here, you had traveled far on your way home. Such is the maxim that unveils Tribbius' fate. You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither on the soil of foreign lands. So if you ever feel lost, return to this place. I'll keep this memory here for you, or for me, to embrace it again. Worry not. The loss is something we've grown used to. Our resolve and pledge are what Tribbius will never forget. Each one of us has never failed to remember. Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain, like my mother and I. The libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit, just as my blade-wielding right hand is not a hollow formality. Surmount the myriad passages of Janice, and we will once again ride the west wind and let the wings carry us far away. So, this is your answer. I don't understand, man. I wish I could understand. That's right. In the name of the three fates, I stand by my answer with no regrets. Now, with or without the god's blessing. I run toward the world's agony. If I can truly pierce through the utter darkness, we will meet again at the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. Light calendar, 3760, month of Evernight. Janus Alpus, holy maiden Tribius, bore the core flame to quell the world's chaos and became a demigod of Janus. She traversed the gate of infinity, splitting into 1,000 messengers to spread the divine prophecy across the land of Emphorus. After a century of arduous journeying... Yep, so she does split into a bunch. More than 3. Light calendar, 3870, month of freedom. Humanity's flame chase journey officially began. Lady Tribbie, do you still think that everything will be fine tomorrow? Yeah, that's what Trian would say as well. With all due respect, Lady Tribbie, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart. Cass, that's not a lie. See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world. Prophecy? Listen, in every corner of this land, every heartbeat carries a prayer for that prophecy to come true. It may be that only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the new world, but the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Emphorus. But not everyone has the chance to see tomorrow. How can such words be called a prophecy? Because people believe it will come true, and they are trying hard to hold on to that belief. Even as the world teeters on the brink of collapse, everyone is pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward tomorrow. And that is why Holy Maiden exists to lead the world toward tomorrow, and why Janus Alpus' prophecy unfolds its passages. Fate is not about the outcome, but the journey. It's not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but rather the paths that lead beyond the gate, where people tread toward the sea of flowers. I know, like, a flower field is like, it's a trope in games. Like, you find them like in well, the only one I can remember, but is off the top of my head, is in Nier. But like, well, Arknights too. I gotta feel like, in Genshin, Tevat chapter storyline trailer is like at the end, it's a sea of flowers, and like I'm pretty sure the Genshin and Honkai are like, they're sort of like the multiverse or whatever. I've seen some people describe it as like it's not really a multiverse. It's all one universe, but different worlds. It's all part of the imaginary tree and Sea of Quantum or something like that. I don't know. It's confusing. But granted, I didn't look too deeply into it, so whatever. So, Cass, if anything is troubling you, just set it aside for tomorrow. Procrastination. There's no difference between demigods and mortals. The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves. Reflect through the long night, wait for the dawn as you think, then set off at daybreak. The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark, while the determined side of us will know no fear. I wish, man. I wish. Because that's how Tribius has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy. Beckoning the morning sun, and the tomorrow it promises to bring.
これからも旅を続けて運命へと向かう。神々のむくろを越え、人間たちの間をさすらい、オンパロスを覆う黒い霧を払うの。やがてみんながあの浅瀬にたどり着く。旅の終わり、新しい世界と明日が待ってる場所。
Tribius is pretty.
そこには風も雪も雨もないから、
This is looking a lot like Genshin's Field of Flowers from the Tava chapter storyline trailer.
約束だよ。西風の果てでまた会うね。また明日。
Officially bidding farewell to Trian. Like actually dead. Child of humanity, surely you're not waiting for the arrival of night. Nights do not fall upon Okema. That's why it's futile for you to wait here. Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this. Eh? And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way. If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead. It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say. Fine. All I want is to remind you, there's not much left in your soul. If you don't do something soon, I'll have to take over this body. If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my help answering the question. What exactly are we? Correct? It's good that you remember, thus equivalent exchange. It's only fair. Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return to my body shortly. Is that true? Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back, but I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed swordmaster ceremonial blade. That's certainly worth celebrating. Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone. The girl who's walking with death, is she fully prepared? Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily? Unfortunately, on behalf of Okema, I must ask you to slow your pace. I forgot about you. My apologies. Can't you see her? That child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child. Come now, conceited performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan. What if I refuse? Provocation will only tip Talon scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths. Oh, monster, neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the council? Do you two mind if I cut in? I warned you, do not interrupt me. I just have been meaning to ask you, does death really not matter to you? What do you mean? What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse. Holy crap, he was already dead. What? Load! I'm back. I finally have a moment to catch my breath. Wanna chat, Echo? It's unusual to see Mem isn't with you. Let Mem rest. They've been tiring the past 3 days. Don't worry, they're inside the ball. That's not a joke about monsters in your pockets. Since they're not here, let me ask you. Are you really sure you want to take on the trial of Ornyx's core flame on behalf of the Crisis heirs? Still on the fence, it was Mem's idea. We've ended up at this point after all. This is probably fate that Trailblaze can't evade. You should be extra cautious and watch out for yourself. Based on experiences of those before you, the trial is no walk in the park. But what concerns me even more is that you'll further bind yourself to him for you. So if you truly assume that Titan's divinity, do you believe you'll be able to lay it down again? That's what I'm saying. If I take it, like, can I continue going on the Trailblaze? I don't know. Forget it. We'll deal with that when the time comes. No matter what happens, I'll be right there with you. Oh, how sweet. But where were you earlier? I got held up by 2 people in guard uniforms and ended up missing Trian's farewell ceremony. Oof. They said they were messengers of the Council of Elders and wanted to verify my identity. But I suspect we've been on their radar for a while, and they only made their move when you and I got separated. The questions were quite specific on how we arrived in Okema to our relationship with the Crisis Heir. They even asked about what we did in the market. Luckily, those pawns aren't the brightest, and I managed to brush off most of their questions, so they'll probably leave us alone for a bit. Looks like dark undercurrents are roiling in Okema. Their conduct is certainly irritating. But on second thought, Aglai also initially kept her guard up with us. It's best not to provoke either side until we know the full truth. The only thing we know for sure is that some members of the Council of Elders aren't happy with the Crisis heirs. In the worst case scenario, we could get caught up in internal conflicts of the Holy City. To be continued. If only we had more time to sort through the clues about the black tide, but no. The weather is the only lovely thing left. Let's take some more pictures. Huh? What's going on? Something wrong, Dan Hung? Ah. The memory card is full. Oh dear. I bet March and the others are pretty worried too. Oh dear, even more. And so, this long day passed for Okema. Some people arrived and some people left forever, just like every other day of this journey where we, stumbling, move forward. We have long been prepared. If we were to chase the flames, then we must grow used to farewells. And yet, no one back then could foresee death. Its arrival would always be so sudden and momentous. Even Echo, coming from beyond the sky, could not escape the Reaper's two hands, and what people gained and lost in that trial of death was far heavier than life itself. So who's this? Who is this? Just like the destiny that the prophecy revealed for Cass. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace there shall be eternal separation. That's it! Alright. I was literally intending to stop like an hour ago, because, you know, I did the whole thing with Maide, and I didn't, but I didn't expect this. It just kind of threw me into this next bit, and I didn't expect this, the whole Tribbia's backstory thing to take so long. Alright, Nameless Recollection. Man, Trian dead. Like I said, we'll have to see down the line if it's actually a real permanent death, because I feel like Gallagher and Misha could somehow make a comeback, right? As for this, I don't know. But Hyacinth said that they're researching stuff, so yeah. I figure, I guess I'll also, like, I was thinking about it, like, I guess I'll also pull for Tribbie. That way I won't be, like, completely out of... won't be completely lacking in the characters that the other Employers characters might want, like Castorice. Because I want to pull for Castorice. Like, I'm not super interested in pulling for Tribbie, but it's not like I'm opposed to it either, so... I don't know, how many pulls do I have? I'm just gonna take a quick look. 27, 246. I've got 170 pulls right there, and then the 35 tickets. How much pity am I in? I am 6 pity in. Okay. Well, here we go. I'm not gonna unga bunga this. If I get her, if I win 50-50, well, do we wanna, I don't know. Whatever. 16. $26. That's it? Yeah. Wait, 7. 27. 37. I mean, Grenknife and Eidolon is fine, but I don't think hers is as useful. 47. 57. 67. Okay. 77. Here we go. that was 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. Ha! 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 Okay, well, whatever. That's unfortunate. Man, I really do want, like, a support. And she is also really good, so... I do have my stash if I need to open it for the Fate collab. Huh? 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 That's unfortunate. Crap, man. Okay, you know what? Whatever. $10. 20. This hurts. 30. 40. 'll go to 50. Because the thing is, like, I don't want to be pushing this much. Because, like, she really wants her light cone too. That's 50. Okay. Nope. Nope. Gotta stop. Got to stop. I'll get her on rerun if I really need her. Okay. Whatever. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I think that's definitely a good place to leave off. Unfortunate pulls. What's Himiko at now? That's not terribly useful. I mean, it's okay, I guess. This is more useful, I'd say. I still have this thing unclaimed. But yeah. That'll be it for this stream. Anyone lurking, thank you for lurking. Anyone who dropped by, or if you're are watching the VOD, well, or if you dropped by and left, you won't see this, but thank you for dropping by. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. If you enjoyed this and or my other content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Leave some feedback down in the comments below. Next stream. I don't remember. ZZ is getting an update in like 1.5 weeks. I don't remember when Genshin is. But yeah, next stream is probably going to be whenever one of those updates. But yeah, thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.